What's up YouTube, it's your boy SLQ and we're back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to the timeline explained from the start of GTA 6 until present day. Let's check it out.
The winner is Grand Theft Auto 4.
It's a video game that is shattering sales records.
Rockstar Games seeks perfection.
Now, all the people in here
Nah,
are
they
working
do.
on what DMA hopes will be its new blockbuster.
1996.
It's a game called Grand Theft
Auto 5.
The guys that run it are these English guys, and they're brilliant.
The co-founder and head writer of Rockstar Games
They are.
has left the company.
He's a damn good writer, man. I know he's typing until his fingers bleed.
Okay, so this info comes to us via an inside source. The source has requested to remain anonymous, so we won't be sharing any details about them.
Nope.
The next Grand Theft Auto is codenamed Project Americas, and it will be based in Miami.
The reason it's codenamed Project Americas is because you'll be able to fly between the USA and South America for the
I hope that's still a thing. I do hope that's still a thing.
game's protagonist and see a female lead for the game.
Jason Duvall.
Perfection.
Shout out to the creators of this video.
Grand Theft Auto 6, the most watched and most talked about non-release game of all time. I could sit here and hype it up for the next 5 minutes straight, but
Yeah, it's lit.
you already get it. This is the most talked about game of all time. So today we'll be breaking down every major news drop, every leak, every rumor, and every credible insider report. from
Can't
the
wait
very
to
start
do
of
this in the
development
game,
all the
bro.
way
This
up to the
game's gonna be
largest
so
leak the
live.
industry has ever seen before. The infamous 2022 leaks. Obviously, I won't be able to show any of the leaks of 2022, but of course, I'll talk about the
That's cool.
fallout that came from those leaks. I'll go through the real sources, point out what is likely legit, call out obvious fakes, and explain what it all.
This kid, I think his name's Fernando. I couldn't stand him. I used to get fooled by this guy, yeah, for a good 3 months. I wouldn't say anything longer than that. Hey guys, I just got GTA 6 in the mail, made by Rockstar. Bro, put the fries in the bag. No, you did not. Every day you're coming out with a new leak or a new flipping cover, like fries in the bag, bro.
Actually means for the future of Rockstar, the future of open world games, and the future of the GTA franchise. Because even a game this colossal, a game expected to redefine the generation, started out the same way every other project starts out. Quietly behind closed doors, with a small team and one simple idea. So let me roll back the clock, all the way back to where the earliest sprouts of GTA 6 began to take shape. Back to before the hype, before the leaks, before the trailers, when GTA 5 was still dominating the world and Rockstar was silently planning their next gentle giant. Well, not
Bro,
really.
Doomsday
This is
Heist.
where the story truly begins.
2018.
Project America's era, the deepest early development dive we ever got.
No, don't ever put this submarine, because the tragedy that happened with the submarine is dark, really dark.
Like most of the GTA 6 leaks, this one comes from an anonymous insider. And this insider went to Inside Gaming claiming they had insider information about the next GTA game.
Bare
So,
inside,
the
bro.
insider said Rockstar was already in early development for the new GTA title, and that once Red Dead Redemption 2 was released later that year, the full studio will move to GTA 6 to solely work on this project. At the time, people called it a rumor, but looking back now, it was incredibly accurate.
Next Grand Theft Auto is codenamed Project Americas, and it will be based in Miami.
One other major detail though, the reason it's codenamed Project Americas is because you'll be able to fly between the USA and South America when you're doing missions.
That's 2 Americas.
That is 2 Americas, hence the multiple. Our source wasn't clear whether the game's going to be set in a current day Miami or some point in the past, but it wouldn't be surprising to see it take place in a post-Vercetti era with, I don't know, lots of callbacks, but room for a whole new story. Minor tidbit, as for the game's protagonist, this has been rumored before, and it is apparently still yet to be fully, firmly decided, but there are rumors we could see a female lead for the game, which again would be an interesting choice. Not something they've done before. No word on whether it would be one of multiple protagonists like they do with GTA 5, or if they're going back to a single lead format there. With it being early days, that could also change during development.
The insider claims the project originally included a second location in South America, the codename, and hence why the codename for the game was Project Americas. This South America detail is where the codename makes sense. The insider suggested players would be able to travel between Vice City and a second country. Fans assumed Colombia, Brazil, and Venezuela, but
Can't lie, just add all 3. Don't even pick, just add all 3. In my opinion, just add all 3. Because this game, if this is how the map's going to look, I'm loving it already. Do fill in a bit more extra spots, but other than that, game is really big, dense, and there's other types of cities that you can go to. Like,
Realistically, Miami and Colombia are practically tied together in crime history.
Yeah.
Miami was not just a city in the 80s, it was the biggest gateway into America for Colombia cartel operations during the height of the cocaine boom.
Oh, Pablo Escobar. Escobar.
More than half of the product entering the United States was through Miami. The city became a chaotic explosion of nightclubs, money laundering, drug smuggling, contract killing, and of course organized crime. And this is exactly why codename Project Americas made so much sense. Before we continue with Project Americas, there's just a small little thing that I wanted to talk about. It's a bit off topic, but it still kind of draws the wider picture of Rockstar Games and their idea for GTA 6. GTA Tokyo. Right before Project Americas was revealed, a completely different rumor took over gaming forums. The idea that the next GTA would take place in Tokyo. The rumor came from reports of Rockstar Games being spotted in Japan years earlier. Tech Radar published a piece claiming that Rockstar once considered GTA Tokyo, but cancelled it because of the road system was too complex, and because moving the franchise outside of America created too many obstacles and challenges for the company.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Nah, you know, as you see with Tokyo, yeah, Tokyo would be a good location for like a driving game, aka Forza Horizon 6 that's coming out couple days. But for a GTA game in Tokyo, nah, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think so.
And a fun fact, which is pretty crazy, Take-Two even filed a trademark for GTA Tokyo back in 2003.
Oh, damn.
As cool as that idea would be, the Grand Theft Auto franchise
To be fair, they did have a game called GTA Chinatown, so I do hear it.
has always been rooted in a parody version of America, like Liberty City, San Andreas, Los Santos, Vice City, and of course now Leonida. It's still super fascinating to myself that the concept of GTA Tokyo was even discussed at Rockstar Games at all, to the point where they even trademarked the name. Obviously, trademarking something doesn't mean it was ever really gonna happen, but it's still cool that the idea crossed everyone's mind. Okay, so now we're going to move along the production timeline to 2019. In 2019, we had another insider drop, but it wasn't anything too groundbreaking. The information that was leaked was the same information we got in 2018, just more confirmation that Vice City will be the main area where the game takes place. But we also got news about the protagonist, or should I say protagonists. Insider said the story of GTA 6 will follow a couple in a Bonnie and Clyde-esque story, with them
Can't wait. Can't wait.
robbing their way through Vice City, and as we all know, this was confirmed in 2023 when the trailer 1 came out showing both Jason and Lucia being in a Bonnie and Clyde relationship. People online also speculate that in 2019, Jason and Lucia were actually casted during this time, so let's talk about that. So after many years, none of this is still confirmed by Rockstar, so again, take this with a grain of salt, but it's a very small grain of salt, because these NDAs at Rockstar are no joke, because actors cannot say anything. So that's probably why we haven't heard anything.
Yeah, bro, they can't say anything until like the day of the release, or probably a day before release. Other than that, they ain't saying niche.
I had our NDAs were so strict. So Ben, who plays Dutch, he's friends with Chris Pratt, right? And Chris Pratt, after we finished Red Dead, Ben's finally could, once it was finished, you could talk about it a little bit more, So Ben compared his NDA with Chris Pratt's NDA for Guardians of the Galaxy. Rockstar is more strict than Marvel. Yeah. But it's such a competitive industry, so you don't want any leaks.
Yeah, Rockstar, they ain't letting anything slide, bro. Nothing slide, bro. That's why I'm even surprised about the 2022 leaks.
Oh, we don't want to spoil it for the fans. I worked on Red Dead 2 for 5 years, and when I first booked the job, I was telling friends, I booked this really cool video game. I can't tell you about it, though. I can't talk about it. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And then a year went by, and then 2 years went by, and they're like, you still working on that video game you can't talk about? And I'm like, yeah. Raj, it's okay if you're not getting work.
So the internet speculates that the person playing Lucia is an actress named Manny L. Perez. And honestly, there is no doubt in my mind that this isn't her. Manny L. Perez started her acting career in 2015 in Manhattan, New York, where she attended acting schools. She also...
Damn, thunderstorm. Damn, what gonna happen today?
also worked at a Stone Street Studios in New York, which is an independent film studio for short films. It's the type of studio that works with fresh talent, people just beginning their careers. Manny also worked in theatre during this time with several leads in theatre. She has also done a bunch of work from voice acting in Dora to TV shows like Law & Order. She also, funnily enough, voice acted in GTA Online as a dealer at the Diamond Casino.
Was it?
Betting is closed. Good luck.
Damn.
That's 15. Got 11. A blackjack. Win goes to the dealer. Get those bets in. All bets are in.
Yeah, when you look
Let's
at
get this started.
when you look at GTA 5 and you compare a bit to GTA 6, even though we haven't got the full game yet, but like GTA 5 come weak.
Bad luck, I guess. Trust.
Trust.
It's all but confirmed that she is Lucia, and honestly, it's just too perfect that she is. Now, moving on to the big man, Jason.
Jason Duval.
Duval.
I think you heard before.
You might have.
So, Jason is still very much up in the air, but it seems like the internet has actually pinned down who it is. So, the actor that the internet has chosen is the actor named Dylan Rook. He seems to be the fan favorite due to him being the same build as Jason, and he also only has acted in a few small roles across TV and really nothing major. Probably the biggest amount of evidence we have is that his own talent agency back in 2019 actually congratulated him on Instagram for getting a role in a major video game. To this day, he still hasn't been credited for any video game roles, so this is most likely GTA 6. Also, not to mention, a guy named CS Software analyzed both Manny and Dylan's voice, and apparently it's identical to the voice lines that got leaked in 2022. Again, this is Rockstar we are talking about, so everything is hush hush, but apparently at one point these two followed each other on Instagram, probably before Rockstar told them off. If this is true, it's very strange for these two to follow each other because they don't share any roles together, and allegedly unfollowed each other makes you wonder. 2020 was a very interesting time, not only for Rockstar Games, but the entire world. The world was locked inside, and this caused both GTA Online and GTRP to be one of the most viewed things on both YouTube and Twitch. And all this time people had, they couldn't help but think and speculate about GTA 6. But unfortunately for Rockstar, they had to close their doors during this time. Their employees couldn't work at the office, so production hit a massive hole, and everyone and everything had to stop. So months of no work became of this. So as you can imagine, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why we don't have GTA 6 in our hands right now. And to make matters worse, later in the year, Dan Houser, the co-founder of Rockstar Games, stepped away from the company. The reasoning is still unclear, and the most common answer from people is the workload of Red Dead Redemption 2 was just way too much, with reports of 100-hour work weeks for months trying to push out the behemoth we call Red Dead 2. Not only did this take
Can't lie, having 100-hour work, 100 hours on a work week is crazy, bro. 100 hours. Yeah, fries in the bag, bro.
Massive toll on all the devs, but also Dan, who founded the company with his brother Sam. Dan has been quoted that he just doesn't have another AAA game crunch work time in him, and he just wanted to take a step back. So this will be the first GTA in the franchise that isn't either written or co-written by Dan Houser, which is sad to hear, and honestly, it's for the best. I couldn't imagine the amount of stress him and the entire team had on them while making Red Dead 2. And now with GTA 6 being the most anticipated form of entertainment of all time, the stress and expectations are on a whole nother level. Another thing that happened at the very start of 2020 and at the end of 2019 was that companies in Florida were visited by a Take-Two location scout. This person was asking them if they could scout their establishment. The letter stated that a scouting team is coming in October to come look at buildings and interiors around Florida, and asked if they could scout inside for 1 to 2 hours, and Rockstar Games will be willing to pay it. We are unaware of how many establishments received this letter, but a few leaked online. Also in 2020, we had quite possibly the first ever GTA 6 teaser from Rockstar themselves. So the first teaser for Caprico was a short trailer posted on Rockstar's Twitter on the 20th of October 2020. And in this teaser, you can see a string of chords flash on the screen for a few seconds.
People
If
type
you
that
enter
in.
this into Google, it will take you to an area in Virginia
VI.
where the dirt road spells out VI. And look, I'm not trying to Mr. Boss FTW you guys, but I really do think this was intentional from Rockstar. Like, you have to admit, this couldn't be a mistake by them. Crawling our way to 2021, and things slowly but surely started getting better for the world and Rockstar. With the whole world slowly opening their doors, Rockstar slowly followed behind them. Not much news came from Rockstar or Take-Two during this time. More whispers came about. These whispers entailed industry-changing weather mechanics and rumors of a constant evolving world. People interpreted this as the GTA 6 map will kind of be like the Fortnite map, always changing and adding stuff. I have no idea if this is even possible for a GTA open world game, but if anyone could do it, it would be the GOATs.
Sorry, that guy that was shooting is a terrible shooter, bro. Sorry.
I don't want to dwell on 2021 because there wasn't much news, and because I want to quickly get to 2022 because how massive that year was for GTA 6 and Rockstar, and honestly the entire gaming industry really felt a shift when these leaks came out. So I'll add one more thing before moving on. With the release of the remastered version of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas, players found something interesting in the little probe coffee shop in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. In this building, you'll find a wall with a bunch of UFO pictures on them. These pictures stem from in-game photos of previous Rockstar projects, from GTA 5 to Red Dead 2. But there is one image that stands out from the rest. A picture of what seems to be just a normal suburban house. But fans quickly noticed that this isn't from any other project Rockstar has released, and that it has to be from GTA 6. So again, this is just a fan theory, and honestly, I see this fucking house everywhere. And do I think this house is from GTA 6? I personally don't think so, but I'm more than happy to be proven wrong. So let me know what you think about this house in the comments. 2022 is probably the most traumatic year for both Rockstar and Take-Two, and pretty much for everyone that worked in these companies. 2022 was so devastating. The leaks of GTA 6 and even GTA...
That thunderstorm was a bit too loud for my liking, bro. What the flip? Yeah, it's kind of peak outside.
5 got hit, with the entire source code of GTA 5 being leaked online. But starting 2022 off, it was amazing because Rockstar officially announced on February 4th, 2022 that GTA 6 was real, and is honestly one of my favorite tweets of all time. This is what the tweet stated. Many of you have been asking about the new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series.
I remember
With
this.
every new project, our goal is to always significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We are pleased to confirm that the active development for the next entry in the series is underway. Then Rockstar also followed up with this tweet with, "We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you all for your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you." Both
We didn't get nothing until the end of 2023.
of these tweets combined had over 600k likes, and honestly every YouTuber, clickbaiter or not, every blogger, every journalist reported on this, as this was the first ever mention from the big orange company that GTA 6 is real and not just a figment of our imaginations. In Rockstar's fashion, the tweet is very vague, not even saying GTA 6, just saying the next entry is underway. So this is where my timeline gets a little muddy, because I thought, and I think a lot of people thought, GTA 6 has been in development since post 2018, but Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two. Also, if you don't know what Take-Two is, it's pretty much just the parent company of Rockstar. They bought Rockstar way back in the day. But yeah, so he stated that the development only started in 2020. So this kind of throws a wrench in things, but again, Strauss is a notorious liar. So I'm just going to leave this here and let you decide. Okay, so just clarifying, ladies and gentlemen of Los Santos, I cannot show any images, videos of these leaks on my channel. My family, my life, my friends, and my precious GTA character will all be killed by a Take-Two assassin who I'm pretty sure is just John Wick in disguise. Our story starts on Sunday, the 18th of September, 2022.
I'm not gonna lie, if development really started in 2020, that is cap, bro. In 2020. Bear in mind, it was a lockdown in 2020 at the start of 2020. So what do you lot do? As soon as 2020 started, 1st of January, you lot were doing GTA 6. And then what? Cancelled it. Not cancelled it, but put a hole in it for what? Another 7 months after lockdown. What? Lockdown happened, what? April? End of March? Fries in a bag, bro. You did not, because the leaks that came out in 2022, I'm sure it showed an end, like something being worked on in like 2019, 2018. So fries in the bag, bro.
Who were casually browsing the GTA forums saw a new user join by the name of Teapot Uberhacker. This user casually drops over 90 files of what we now know is GTA 6. The apparent leak spread like wildfire across the internet in a single day, with countless news outlets reporting the leak as one of, if not the biggest in the video game history. And honestly, I think this is the biggest leak of all time. Like, Rockstar kept GTA 6 more hidden than Epstein's Island. So, what was leaked? What did we see? So, a user on the GTA 6 subreddit, Denzo96, had this to say about the leaks. First, the scale. Buildings, cars, planes, everything looks one-to-one with real life. GTA's 5 world is going to feel tiny compared to this. There are new shops like Treasured Trash, possibly for selling stolen loot, and NPCs now have real height differences, body types, and even breathing animations. Ropes and power lines have full physics. Rain makes skin shine realistically, scars might return, and clothing reacts naturally with the environment. Vehicle AI is leagues ahead. NPC cars don't follow strict preset paths anymore. They literally drive to coordinates and react like real humans. The world feels way more alive too, with well over 400 brand new NPC models, hundreds of unique cars, better weather, volumetric clouds, and even dynamic events like dice games, secret encounters, and interactive robberies. We do know that Rockstar and Take-Two have this year patented over thousands of like random encounters like you see in Red Dead 2, so this kind of makes the world even more alive. With thousands of random encounters, it really makes every playthrough completely unique to the player who's playing it. Which, if this is true, it makes GTA 6 easily the best game of all time. So it would appear that Jason and Lucia can actually play alongside each other in game. So while you're in open world, maybe you're doing missions or you're just doing random shit, you'll be able to switch between Jason and Lucia, who are right next to each other. They also have a very interesting relationship mechanic. It's kind of like, depending on how you treat the relationship, it will kind of affect an honor system, like Red Dead 2, but low honor is just a couple fighting with each other constantly. So high honor, they're working as a team. Also, their animations are insanely detailed. For example, you can go prone at any time, crawl around, drop weapons on the floor, carry bodies, and it would appear that you can only hold a certain amount of weapons in a duffel bag. So that's why on the website that came out in 2025, you can see Jason and Lucia opening the back of the trunk, is because this is where you'll be storing your weapons. It's not going to be like GTA 5 where you can pull a minigun, an RPG, and
Yeah, I'm happy that system changed, bro. Like, just pulling a rocket launcher and a flipping minigun out your air, man. Like, what the flip? A sticky bomb came out of where? Where did the sticky bomb come out of? Got a flipping bull pump action shotgun come out of where? Your head. Bro ain't got a third leg.
sniper rifle with explosive rounds out of your ass. It would actually have to be realistic like Red Dead 2. So on the same topic as weapons, combat seems to be brutal. NPCs react to bullet wounds realistically, blood splashes look authentic, and cops use cover based on height. NPCs can even blind fire over walls depending on arm length. And yes, police can act as a witness with different personalities. The world is insanely detailed. Local bars have bags hanging on the chairs which you can rob out of. Hideouts are extremely detailed. Car interiors have physics on every little part. And garages, clubs, malls, and beaches all feel packed and lived in. There's also hints to hunting, surfboarding, fishing, basketball playing. So keep in mind, this game is going to be crazy if this is all true.
Not gonna lie, the basketball better be good because I don't want to ever play 2K again. I'm probably trying rubbish, but 2K is just so dukes, bro.
Because being able to do these activities both in story mode and online, dude, we are not leaving this game. We'll be living in this game for years. I reckon 10 years we'll be still finding out new things about this game. So other highlights is realistic weapon audio, better lighting, more events, open malls, car washes, and of course GTA 6 will have collectibles that you can collect around the map. Apparently found in these leaks were collectible hats that you have to find across the map, and it seems like there was possibly extra island hinted through the word I don't know how to say that word. I'll put it on screen. This word. Apparently there's some sort of island we go to at a certain point. Don't know if it's like Tahiti, but we'll find out. It seems that Project Americas did get scrapped. Rockstar bit off way more than they can chew apparently. But again, we truly don't know anything about this Project Americas, if it's still happening or not. So it's entirely possible that we could just be flying to Colombia every day or even Tahiti for all I know. So finally wrapping up this whole Reddit post, it turns out that NPCs might not only see and hear, they might actually be able to smell things. So take that how you want. So this is what Denzo95 claims that he found out about GTA 6. So now let's get into what I remember. So what really stuck out to me was the police AI rework. It turns out that NPC police officers will actually remember vehicle license plates. So if you and Lucia rob a diner and hop into a car, the police will continue to search for that vehicle even after you lose the cops. So without a wanted level, the police system will still be looking for this car and license plate. So this means you have to be extra careful when robbing stuff and actually having a use for a getaway car. So it also came out this year from an insider in 2025. Yes, another insider talking about GTA 6, but
I kind of like that mechanic though. I want to know how it really works though.
What they had to say seems pretty interesting. It turns out that Rockstar had to cut a lot of stuff from the leaks out of the final game because supposedly they were biting off more than they can chew. Allegedly from this insider, proning and crawling have been removed, but again, this is all speculation and we still don't know what is actually making it to the final game. So I just want to leave that little bit in there just so you have access to all the information that I know. Again, with these leaks, it was confirmed that GTA 6 will be taking place in, of course, Vice City and Leonida, aka Florida. So we're not only getting Vice City, but we're getting overseeing the entire state of Florida, which is Leonida, if you didn't know. So, kind of on the quick topic of the map, apparently people are rumoring that we might get a second state of Georgia or Virginia. I'm not quite sure which state it was, but
Virginia
again, this
Tappahannock.
is just speculation that came from the GTA 6 trailer too. So I'm just leaving this in here as well, just so you can have that information. And also from the leaks, we got confirmation that the insider that said the story will be a Bonnie and Clyde story was 100% true. From the leaks, we had multiple missions with Jason and Lucia, which is also how we got their names of Jason and Lucia. Probably the most common leak you'll see is the leak of Jason and Lucia robbing a diner, with Jason looting the cash register as the NPCs freak out in a super realistic way. Again, to me and a lot of the community, these animations look crazy and the amount of detail even from the early development looked insane. We also see, I'm not sure if it's a mission or maybe it's just Jason roaming around the map, but he cuts open a sea container to find what appears to be cash and a dirt bike. So now let's go into the fan reaction. And because we're on the internet and a lot of people on here really just say stuff without actually thinking, or maybe they're just incapable of thinking, but people started for some reason to make fun of Rockstar devs, calling out the graphics and the animations look shit. See,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, GTA community need help sometimes, bro. Like sometimes I don't think that they got a brain. Now I think GTA Online has made a lot of the GTA community become a total brain rot. Like oppressors, these flying cars have just made them lose common sense. Like you can clearly see the game is in development. Doesn't mean the game is finished. There's a difference with development and finish, okay? If it's in development, it's not finished. When it's finished, then you can talk. Morons.
I really think people just don't deserve access to the internet. So during this time, Rockstar was not only dealing with the biggest security breach the industry has ever seen, but they also had spoon-fed retards saying the graphics look bad, me not happy, me wait 10 years for this, me look...
Bro, they generally speak like absolute bots. I don't believe a lot of people should have access to the internet. I think you should go through some type of IQ test and a common sense test in order to have access to the internet.
Bad. Fortunately, other game studios and normal average IQ people came to support Rockstar during this trying time. Neil Druckmann, the director of Last of Us, actually tweeted in support of Rockstar, saying, "One day we'll be playing your game, appreciating your craft, and the leaks will be regarded as a footnote on a Wikipedia page. Keep pushing, keep making art." Sarah Bond, an Xbox executive, expressed empathy for the whole Rockstar team, calling it disheartening to have your work shared before it's ready, and stated her excitement for the game's official reveal. So after what must have been a very depressing, scary, frustrating, and embarrassing 24 hours, Rockstar had to come out with a statement because Take-Two lawyers were handing out cease and desist letters like it was Halloween, and not to mention the amount of copyright strikes that were sent out during this time must have broken a world record. So the next day, Rockstar releases a message that states the following. A message from Rockstar Game. "We recently suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third party illegally accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruptions to our live service games, nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing projects. We are extremely disappointed to have any of our details of our next game shared with you all in this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned, and we will remain as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. We will update everyone again soon, and of course, we will properly introduce you to the next game when it's ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation, the Rockstar Games team." So yeah, as cool as...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, don't get twisted. When I was 4 years ago, I was a little younger. Like, cool, the leak was great. Like, I was like, cool, finally get to see something about the game. Like, we get to know something about the game at least, like, just something. But bear in mind, I'm not gonna lie, when GTA 6 does come out in the next 6 months, in a couple of days, it's been well over 4 years since that leak happened. That guy that leaked it, you're in prison, bro. You in jail. You locked up, they won't let you out. Like, it's a bit peak, bro. You could have just waited. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Because I barely remember that day, you know. I barely remember that day. Now you ain't playing GTA 6. Probably play GTA 7, though.
It is that we got to see GTA 6 early, and since we had no information, this is the first time we actually saw the game. It was cool, but this isn't how Rockstar wanted to show us. And honestly, the best way to sum up the situation is how Lyric put it. I really liked Lyric's mindset, and it's actually kind of a funny tweet, but this is what he said. Unfortunate, like taking the cookies out of an oven early and having people judge the dough. We've learned that gamers are still morons. Silver lining, the game will still be a success and probably be the best selling game of all time. And not gonna lie, there was some pretty funny memes that came out of this because a lot of people really stood out as just being fucking idiots online. And honestly, it was funny to laugh at them. And some people made some funny jokes. This one is probably one of my favorite tweets about this whole situation. GTA 6 leaked gameplay so early in development that it almost looks like a finished Ubisoft game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's true. It's true. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm not gonna lie to you. The leaks look good. It's just idiots complaining all the time. So I genuinely believe a lot of people just don't have a brain. You cannot tell me people are not NPCs. Bear in mind, yeah, I believe a lot of people are GTA NPCs. The fact that GTA 6 NPCs are going to be much more smarter than actual real life NPCs is crazy to me, bro.
Man, I fucking hate the current day Ubisoft. But anyway, yeah, so as you can imagine, the leaks hurt Rockstar. But they weren't going to let this stop their production. They weren't going to have another repeat of 2021. So they picked themselves up, looked in the mirror, and reminded themselves that they are the GOATs. Meanwhile, Take-Two was still eradicating these leaks off the internet and was hunting down the leaker like he was actually Bin Laden. So, who exactly was this leaker? Well, as we know, he went by the name Teapot Uber Hacker, and this guy apparently already hacked Uber the week prior. Uber publicly confirmed that this is the same individual who attempted to breach them a week earlier. So, this leaker was a member of a hacking group called Lapsus. They were known for hacking NVIDIA, Microsoft, Samsung, and Uber, and several telecom companies. They specialized in social engineering, not traditional hacking. That's the important part. So this hacker, a teenager mind you, managed to gain access to Rockstar's internal Slack, developer tools, and cloud storage. He did not breach into servers using advanced exploits and crazy hacking matrix programs. Instead, he just tricked and manipulated people to get his way. Industry sources and UK court documents say he used server login credentials obtained through social engineering. He accessed Rockstar's internal systems remotely. He downloaded large batches of work-in-progress GTA 6 files. This all happened without Rockstar employees knowing. Then, as we all know, he leaked all this to GTA forums. Days later, London police arrested the 17-year-old responsible for this, later identifying court documents as Aaron Kurtage from Oxfordshire. Details from the investigation revealed that he was already on bail for previous hacking crime. He performed a Rockstar hack from a hotel room. He used an Amazon Fire Stick and a TV to continue hacking. And
I'm not gonna lie to you, not even being funny. Give props to that hacker, bro. Like, he was kind of cold. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He was kind of cold. What do you mean you're hacking from a flipping Fire Stick? I barely could. I couldn't even hack from my PC, bro. Hacking from a Fire Stick with that budgie remote. Yeah, game recognized game, innit?
he was an affiliate with Lapsus, but often acted independently. Mental health evaluations eventually ruled him unfit to stand trial. In December 2023, a UK judge ordered him to be held in a secure hospital indefinitely as he's considered a high cyber risk. Bro is very lucky he didn't end up in a body bag. So that kind of brings an end to the 2020 year for Rockstar. So we can recap 2023 pretty easily because Rockstar didn't share anything. But on December 1st, 2023, Rockstar did tweet that the GTA 6 trailer 1 is set to release on the 5th of December, where the trailer eventually got leaked hours before releasing, and Rockstar decided just to drop it anyway. But again, Rockstar and leaks, it's getting pretty bad. And at the very end of the trailer, it was revealed that the game was going to be released in fall 2025. After the trailer, Rockstar went radio silence with no information for 504.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's probably gonna be one of the worst things ever, bro. Like, you lot went quiet for so... Rockstar, you lot went quiet for so long. I love Rockstar, man. Rockstar do well. But they went quiet for so long. Like, the trailer came out in 2023. We didn't get nothing until, what, May 6, 2025? Man, I'm thinking the game's coming out that year. Nah, you wrong. Didn't get nothing.
14 days. So I actually made a whole video about this dooming time of 514 days with no information about GTA 6 between trailer 1 and trailer 2. And of course, I highly recommend watching this video after this one. But following the production timeline to a fateful day of May 2nd, 2025, we get hit with our first delay. Hi everyone. Fuck, I hate it when they say that. I hate when it starts off with hi everyone. Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release on May 26, 2026. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has truly been humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand we need this extra time to deliver the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. Key word here being sharing more information with you soon. Even though this news destroyed the community's morale, having to wait another 6 months, all was forgiven when a few days later, out of nowhere, on the 6th of May, Rockstar just randomly uploaded trailer 2. And not only did we get a full proper trailer, but 70 fresh screenshots of GTA 6. So look, after 500 days of nothing, this was okay. They even made a whole webpage about GTA 6, which is super cool and has a lot of
But to be fair,
we had no idea.
to be fair, that was it was good information and good screenshots for like 8 months. It's been 12. We got nothing. We still ain't got nothing else. I'm gonna say I'm waiting patiently, innit? The game's coming out soon. But damn, man.
About, like Lucia is from Liberty City. So then, as we all know, Rockstar has recently come out with another delay, adding another 6 months to the production timeline. So at this moment, the game is set to release the 19th of November 2026, and we have no way of knowing if this is going to be the final date or if this is going to be delayed again. So that brings us to today, with the Mansion DLC for GTA Online set to release in less than a week, and in Rockstar fashion, we have no information about that. An insider has come out in the last few weeks and said the game is content ready, so they just need time to iron out the bugs and make the game as smooth as possible. Well, I've been Grid. I really hope you enjoyed this video and either learned something new or just enjoyed my voice and editing. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below your favorite snack in GTA Online, and I'll respond. I'll see you all in the next one. Be safe out there. Later, gang.
Damn, that was a good video, can't lie. Thanks for watching. We're gonna be back with some more reaction videos.